What's up, everybody? This is Effortless bringing you another video for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. This video is about building your home and living comfortable in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. What that means is your teams, whether it's characters or fleets, building them up and getting more of them, more teams, more characters, just getting up there. With every home, we have to start with the foundation. These are teams that you should be building early game, going into mid. Some of these teams get split up in the mid to late game, but are vital for multiple things, from other journeys, events, or even getting better ships or characters. This is just a solid building ground for you to start making everything easier for yourself, whether it's GAC, like I said, the events, journeys. These teams are very important for that. One of the first teams I have on here is CLS. I have this on every single one of the accounts, whether this one, the one me and my son, have had going for about 8 or 9 months. And then the new account I just started following my Java farming guide. They'll even be one of the teams I get in there. This team is a counter for multiple things. Just the ability of having Han Solo. He can be a plug-and-play character in a lot of different teams just because of the initial stun, because he shot first. Next, we have the Imperial Troopers. As you can see, mine aren't even all gear 12. Honestly, a lot of people will probably have them higher. I have them higher in my other accounts, just not in this one. Like I said, 'cause I've been playing for a while, and wasn't really a team I was wanting to get, but it is so valuable. This team punches up hard, even at low gears. It's fantastic. You could probably go gear 12 on all of them. If I recommend doing any of them relic, it would be Piet and Trooper. Two things: the faster Piet is, the quicker you guys can start just hitting everybody in the face. And then Dark Trooper just doing all the damage. And then you'll want Piet if you're going for Executor as well. Next we have Empire Team, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, Mara Jade, Admiral Thrawn, Shore Trooper. Honestly, the fifth can be anybody you want it to be, any Empire person. But I do recommend early, if you have Thrawn, to use those 4. But even Thrawn can be moved after you. You can throw in Moff Tarkin early game. But that mainly just depends on what kind of farming guide you're going with. There might be a new farming guide coming out eventually that might have people going for Thrawn first, like before with SLKR, because of the addition of Rex being added to the game. Captain Rex being in there might make the Rebels and Hera teams better, so you might want to raise them up so you get Thrawn. The Empire team, they get split up pretty quick once you get Star Killer. Next we got Padme. Padme, Jedi Anakin, General Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano, Shaak Ti. Honestly, Shaak Ti didn't have to be in there. I just have her in there just because that's where I'm using her currently. Well, actually, I say that nobody's on this team anymore, really, because they got split up with Obi-Wan during GACs. But it mainly depends on what they're doing. This is probably a good team for territory battles, or territory wars, I should say. My bad. Territory wars. It's probably a good team to use. Padme is very good for territory wars. But GAC, though, she's kind of fell to the back burner a little bit because depending on what you have, Jedi Anakin ends up going with Qui-Gon because A lot of people get the Qui-Gon Omicron. I have it. You have Qui-Gon Omicron, bunch of Jedis and Galactic Republic. Well, I say Galactic Republic Jedis. Go with that. That way you trigger both Qui-Gon and Anakin's uniques, or their Zetas. But this team gets split up. Later on, you end up losing pretty much for GAC. You'll probably take Jedi Anakin, General Kenobi, and Ahsoka Tano all with Qui-Gon, most likely. Next team is a Bounty Hunter team. Bounty Hunters, very vital early game. Most people will have a starting team. You'll have Bosk as your lead. Both those Zetas are very good. But you can have Bosk lead, the Mandalorian, Greef Karga, and then Jango and Boba. Great starting team for Bounty Hunters. Not only can they get you your banners back early for GACs, it also is a crucial team to be able to do the credit heist early. There's a bunch of other events as well that the Bounty Hunters are used for that they can help you easily do at low gear. Very vital for those things. Next Foundation team is Darth Revan. Darth Revan's a Foundation team because technically the Foundation teams that I count are teams that you get through the journey guides. Easy unlocks, just have to get the people. But that includes Darth Revan, Bastila Shan, Darth Malak, Sith Marauder, and Sith Empire Trooper. Honestly, you can have Sith Empire Trooper or Sith Marauder. Those all moved around. Mainly matters what you prefer. The main three you need, though, is Revan, Bastila Shan, Darth Malak. I recommend, honestly, relicking all three of them. As you can tell, I do not have my Bastila Shan Fallen relic. And at times that does hurt, but usually Darth Malak and Revan can usually clean it up. But honestly, that's three people you can upgrade and relic as much as you want to. It won't hurt you at all. Especially now with the addition of the Leviathan fleet going to be coming out, the capital ship. You're going to need Darth Revan and Malak to relic 9 anyways, so the higher you get them early game, the better off you'll be going for that. Next we got Jedi Revan. Very good Jedi team. Includes Jedi Revan, Bastila Shan, Jolie Bindo, Grandmaster Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, Old Ben. This team is very good early game, especially when you have Jolie Bindo and that Zeta he's got. No matter how many Jedis die, if he's alive, as long as he's not killed by somebody that basically executes him where they can't revive, he can revive all Jedis. This is another team that will get split up later on once you get towards the end game and start getting Galactic Legends, mainly depending on what Galactic Legend you go to. Next we got General Grievous. General Grievous B1. Basically all the Separatist droids. You can trade out Droideka for Watt if you have him. You can even throw in Newt Gunray. Main ones that I like to have on this team at all times is Grievous, B1, B2, and the Magna Guard. But pretty much as long as you got B1 with Grievous, you can kind of mix and match however you want to. But I recommend at least having B1, B2 with Grievous. And like I said, I do like IG as well. But the other two, do what you want with them. And then the last of the Foundation teams is General Skywalker, Rex, ARC Trooper, Echo 5s. Very solid team. Pretty much can beat a lot of different teams. I've even seen some videos of him taking out Malgus in 3v3s. I don't know if it could do it in 5v5s, but it's showing that it can do it in 3v3s. Pretty much all Relic 5s are good, but I would say if you can get Skywalker to at least like 7, 8 would even be okay, but I'd say at least 7. The rest are good at 5. Unless you're going for Lord Vader, then you'll need some of them a little bit higher. Next, we'll have our pillars, the walls. That's what holds up over time. These are mid teams that can punch up to the higher end. I'm not saying that foundation teams can't punch up. Like I said, they are good. They just get split up into some of the other teams to make some of the top tier teams and best counters for the Galactic Legends and having great hold and stuff like that. So going into the pillars, Darth Traya, Darth Sion, Darth Nihilus, those 3, pretty much whoever else you want. I would say if you are going to do anything with this early game, I would say go with, I don't know why I didn't put them in there. Oh, because I don't have them up on this one. All right, so I'd probably go with these 2. Honestly, you can just do Savage. It doesn't really matter, but Savage, if you have him upgraded with the Omicron, this is a team that can actually counter pretty much any Galactic Legend. This team has went to a whole different level with the Traya Omicron, with Savage. It's good. Like I said, all I have is Gear 12 Traya, and I can take out Relic Geos. It eventually will be a build for me, but currently I am working on Jedi Master Luke. I'm like a few relics away from 3 characters, and I got to gear up 3 other ones to relic levels. Next, we got Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. Probably by the time you have him, you'll probably have Hermit Yoda. Like I said, Shock T, taking her from Padme. Other ones, doesn't really matter. Some kind of Jedi. He is an offensive powerhouse. Pretty much him, Hermit Yoda together can just do damage. He just keeps attacking. Next, we have Iden Versio, the Versio Troopers. I call them Iden because they are so good. They have fallen off for me. That's because of where I'm at currently in rankings. That's because, look at them. There's not much there at all. They're like at gear 6, 7, or I'll say 7, and then like a 2. In the lower rankings, I had this at low gear, as you can tell. And it was getting so many holds. Just early game, just not to be rude, just early game people do not know what to do with this. They just kind of attack, and it's not effective. With her Zeta and Omicron, I will say do not do this early game. This is a waste. It has been good for me early game, like I said, but it is no use to me now because they are not geared at all. It doesn't help out at all, but this is 2 that I would take back. I would take back that Zeta and the Omicron easily. But early game, it did help out. Like I said, it is a good team to have later on if they are upgraded. If you already have if you're focused on troopers, a lot of people like troopers. If you just want to get all the troopers up, you might as well go for Iden Versio as well. That we have 2 different leads between Veers and Iden. So, very good team though. Next, Bad Batch. If you're going for a Lord Vader, this team is very, very good. Just all the abilities that they have, turn meter manipulation, stealth, Wrecker just being a tank and just eating everything that's thrown at him, and then Hunter just end up just knifing you to death by just throwing daggers right at your face. Very good. Even if you want to, like say you don't want to put Shock T with somebody else, you can make Shock T the lead of the Bad Batch and just have Hunter, Echo, Tech, and Wrecker in there behind her, and it's very good. If you go for Ray, and you start working on Finn and all them to get Ray, Galactic Legend Ray up. This team is very good. Turn meter, fast, attacking. Zori Bliss is coming in there destroying things. You can go both Finn. I made it easy. Both Finns, both Poes, Zori. You could take out one of the Poes, throw in. Shoot. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Throwing Rose. Throwing Rose Tico. And that's good. Next up, we got the Maul DeLoreans. Maul. A whole bunch of Mandalorians. And then Wat Tambor. Very good if you don't have Lord Vader. If you have Lord Vader, that's who you went for, and you have Maul, I do recommend, if you put him on defense, put Maul with Lord Vader. If not, and they have attackers, or if they have good bounty hunters, they're going to take out that team like it's nothing. Pretty much Maul is the Lord Vader team if you have him. After that, we got the Empire Killer. Basically, Star Killer. Just takes this whole team to another level. It's ridiculous how good this team is. It's one of the main counters, if not the main focus that people go for, to counter Rey. This team can one-shot Rey. If you try anything else, most of the time you do have to two-shot it because of the defensive viability of Rey. But this team can take it out in one go. I have Barris here. Actually, I would probably use Old Ben, most likely. Just to have a tank and something that can dispel and do kind of that kind of things. But yeah, that's what I would do. Next up, we have Malgus. Basically, really close to a Galactic Legend. Whenever he had his own Datacron, he was a Galactic Legend. Like, hands down, Galactic Legends couldn't even do nothing to him. But even without that, he is very good. He's probably one of the closest things to a Galactic Legend that is not one, besides Riva. But basically, you get Malgus, you just take out people, put in Malgus. So you take your Sith Empire team, you put him as the lead, you throw in Darth Revan, Malak, Basilisk Fallen. If you got Starkiller, then I'd throw in Darth Talon as the fifth. I just have him right there in case you don't have Starkiller. This is a good team to have. But Malgus is a great defensive team, one of the probably the best defensive teams, but that is not a Galactic Legend. So I do recommend if you get him, it's great. I will tell you, I have a very hard time anytime I go up against a Malgus. It drives me insane. So that's pretty much it for the pillars. Lastly, we have our ceiling. It's the roof that provides protection basically for everything below. That's what it is. It's the roof. It covers everything. These are your GLs. And I'm currently counting Riva as a roof. As part of a roof. She's a shingle, I guess, hanging on. But this Inquisitor team, honestly, is trash. Anytime I go against it, I just destroy it no matter what. But Riva takes this to a whole different level. I personally have not went against one that has had Riva. I have went against the Grand Inquisitor team, but I have not went against a Riva lead team. But we have all seen videos of what it can do. it's ridiculous how good it is. I will probably will never have a Riva because I'm not even working on Inquisitors at all. I probably need to, but on those people I've been playing for a long time. My newer accounts might work towards it a little sooner. But on this account right here, this one's been going for a while. I basically have some Galactic Legends, but I'm working on the people that I want rather than what the meta is. You have your SLKR. Probably the best attacking Galactic Legend. Just for attacking in general. Solos, stuff like that. Very powerful. Can do anything. Relic up as high as you can. Like I said, I stop at 5 because I just don't have all those materials. It's hard for me to get anything past 5. If I do go past 5, it takes a lot of time and stuff like that. So I really have to focus on the ones that I take higher than. Basically the ones that I need to. Probably my first Relic 9 will probably be Admiral Radis. Probably going for profundity, but that's in time. Next we have Jedi Master Kenobi. He is, in my opinion, the best Galactic Legend in the game, attack and defense. He's balanced on both ends, but I will say his downside though is he has to have Commander Ahsoka Tano. I don't have him. It makes it difficult to beat other things. Anytime I went against him, if they don't have Commander Ahsoka Tano, it's usually a cakewalk. Some time consuming, but it is easy. But with Ahsoka Tano Relic, it's like night and day. It instantly transforms. Jedi Master Luke. Again, very good defensive team. It is okay in attacking. So at a 1 to 5, I'd probably say it's probably like a 4 in defense. And like a... So 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. Okay, let's go with that. I'll give it a 4 on defense. And then probably a 2.5 on attacking. Just because certain teams you can attack with, some Galactic Legends you can't. Against any other teams, though, if it's not Galactic Legend, it can probably take out any team it wants to. Sith Eternal, not a good defensive team at all, but it is a great attacking team. Pretty much all you need to make Sith Eternal great is just armor, Wat Tambor. Use her ability, equip him with Beskar, Wat Tambor, put protection. Then he gets protection at the start of his turn, protection at the end of his turn, and basically just ends up destroying a whole team. If he doesn't do it in one shot, he will do it eventually. We have Rey. This is probably the best defensive Galactic Legend. Most people have to 2-shot this unless you have a Star Killer. Like I said, I have to 2-shot it, but I eventually want to work to Star Killer, so I can not have to do that. But usually if somebody has Rey and Kenobi, Jedi Master Kenobi on defense, that's usually a loss for me. I can only take out one because I end up usually if they have them strong enough, I usually have to 2-shot them, and I don't have enough teams to go out and take out more. But I'll get there eventually. I'm growing. But like I said, this team is very good. You can take out Holdo, throw in BB-8. Honestly, I'd probably leave Jedi Training Rey maybe. But you can mix and match however you want to. Whatever you think is the best Rey team. I personally do not know what the best Rey team is because I don't have her. I've know much about her. Nobody I know well has her, so I can't give any viability on that. But defensive wise, though, probably the best there is. Lord Vader, another great defensive character, but he has to have Maul. If you didn't have Maul, it is a lot easier to beat. It just takes time. Basically, just all the DOTs, stuff like that. And then the newest Galactic Legend is Jabba. Very good defensive hold. I honestly don't know anything that can one-shot Jabba. Shoot, I can't even three-shot Jabba. I think I've only seen one Jabba, and I already used SLKR on another team, and it was basically just a wrap after that. It just detonators on everybody, turns going, and it's just pop, 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 like just clapping cheeks like nothing. But saying this is the house. This is the home that you should be working on. Getting it strong, protecting what you got. The wider you go, the stronger it is, the better it is. Just main thing is, especially early game, focus on the foundation. Focus on one team at a time. Build it up. Don't make it look like this, where it's all different. Try to get it a team relative to where you want it at. But if that happens, you'll be better off for it. You'll do better in Grand Arenas. You'll do better in a lot of different things. At this video, it's up to y'all with anything. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. Just help me feel better about myself. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you a lot. Effortless out.